Welcome to Sideshow Spooktacular, a showcase of some of the most shocking, horrific, and downright spooktacular pieces coming soon. Now for your masters of scaremonies, Guy Klender and Amy Chase.
Hey everybody, and welcome to Sideshow Spooktacular. We are so excited to be showing you all of the spookiest, kookiest collectibles that we've packed into this booth here. And if you want to see all of it up close for yourself, plus all of the festivities for the Spooktacular event, go to spooktacular.com.
All right, Amy, let's not waste another moment. Let's get into this booth.
First up, we have the Darth Vader Mythos premium format figure by Sideshow.
Now in quarter scale and with light-up features, Amy.
Yes, this is an incredible, intimidating piece, and you are seeing the exclusive edition portrait with the battle-damaged Anakin underneath. This will also include the collector's edition portrait, which is the full Darth Vader helmet.
And you talk about battle damage. This is on almost every aspect, down to, yes, gold toes.
Yes, he has brought down this mighty X-Wing. He's standing triumphantly on top of the wreckage, and we can see all of those elements where he is burned, scarred, battle damaged, revealing the man/machine he has become.
Oh, this is an absolutely beautiful piece. I cannot wait to get this in my collection.
Yes, the Dark Lord of the Sith is perfect for Spooktacular, and Star Wars fans won't want to miss adding this ultimate villain to their shelf. Next up, we've got the Frankenstein's Monster statue and Frankenstein's Monster statue black and white version by Sideshow.
Now, Frankenstein's pretty much been employee number one. He's been with Sideshow all along, right?
Yes, he's one of our favorite creations, and our artists were so excited to do an original interpretation based on an inspiration of many sources. You can see here the beautiful design of his disgusting, decayed flesh that has been stitched and stapled together.
My first introduction to Frankenstein was in that black and white film.
Yes. What's unique about the exclusive black and white edition is that this is almost an inspiration of the silver screen era, as well as those classic literary illustrations. You're going to have additional dustings of white highlights and the snow on the bear pelt and in his hair. And this is a highly limited variant. See if it's still available at spooktacular.com and grab one for yourself. Now, riddle me this, Guy. What are we looking at next?
Amy, we are looking at the Riddler premium format figure by Sideshow. This is the first time they've done Riddler, and they went all out for this guy.
We are so excited to present this take on the character. He's got a fully sculpted, detailed suit. I love how sharp and pressed it looks, even though he's already gotten into some scrapes and scuffles setting up his latest riddle.
That suit is spectacular. It's got that tight pinstripe on there. You look down at the cuff and you see the little question mark there. And I like that with the hunched over look that he's got. We even see kind of the weight of the tie. It really has some great detail.
Yes, and he's sitting on a barrel. He's got the schematics for Wayne Industries, as well as a security feed on a little CCTV, because he's got eyes in every corner. Clearly, he's got explosives rigged to blow, and he's got this smarmy, diabolical look to him, because he knows he's smart.
Now, Amy, what I'm really liking is the skin tone, the skin kind of coloration that has been chosen on this piece. It's very unique.
And that paint scheme was chosen by Bernardo Esquivel, who also painted over here a companion piece. We've got the Penguin premium format figure deep in the sewers of Gotham.
This is such a cool piece. I love the two layers on it, the kind of below the sewer water and then above.
Yes, and you're getting great coloration on both sides, plus this translucent but very disgusting thick sewer water element that really adds a lot of light to the environment. Plus, you've got a mixed media fabric costume that is perfectly fitting of the first gentleman of crime in Gotham.
Absolutely. You gotta say that the villains of Gotham are a very well-dressed bunch.
Yes, they've got great branding. If we've got Oswald Cobblepot with his penguins, his namesakes. He's even got that really kind of gross looking face, the teeth, and his beak-like nose, just all encompassing of his penguin persona.
There's so much going on in these pieces, and I absolutely love that we're getting the villains of DC.
Yes, but of course, you want to have Batman there to stop them, but his most famous rogue of all always has to get one last laugh in.
This piece is massive. I mean, look at just the sheer scale of this and what's going on in it. Looking at the two of them, I can't really tell who's got the upper hand.
Yes, this is our Batman versus Joker Eternal Enemies premium format figure. And like you said, I love that you may see this at a quick glance and think, Batman's got him on the ropes. But you know, the Joker's got plenty of tricks up his sleeve as well. You've got lots of action action going on through here. And if you thought just a paper cut was bad, how about a playing card to the bicep?
Bam! and one in the thigh. Again, I talked about those little hidden details that you see, and there's so many. Even down in the base, which has that light up feature, seeing the little skulls in the clouds.
Oh yes, so if fans want to bring home any of these to build their Gotham City collection, you're gonna be able to do that on our website, and don't miss the brand new Riddler premium format figure, Sideshow's very first Riddler. Now let's look at two of the Sideshow Horror Originals pieces, starting with the Vampire's Lust premium format figure.
Amy, the fact that this is entirely sculpted is amazing. We're seeing that wave of blood actually become the dress.
Yes, with the bats mixed in throughout. I really think that this piece highlights so much of what you can do with the fully sculpted costuming, from the lace elements to the collaboration with the paint to make this look like it's a sheer gossamer nightgown, all the way into the lace and the boned pleather look of her bustier and the fur stole on her shoulders. It's amazing.
There's so much going on, so much detail.
Yes, especially lots of pops of red where we've got the blood dripping down the victim's neck as she swoons. We've got the blood dripping out of the vampiress's mouth because she's made a little bit of a mess. And I love the reddening of the flesh that she's digging her claws into. It just has a really nice look to the thigh as well.
Absolutely, it gives a weight to the piece.
Yes, and there is kind of a campy element to the horror of this as well. She's holding a goblet of blood, but there's also a swap out hand that includes a handkerchief for dabbing at herself with the mess she's made. But someone who's probably not concerned about spilling blood everywhere is our Succubus premium format figure, kind of based on the mythological lore and just very many different demonic, monstrous sources of the image of a succubus in pop culture.
You talk about the feeding element of the succubus, and that really gets shown here with both directions. The blood dripping down out of the skull, but also being lifted up from those pools below, all centered to her.
Yes, and she's got this fabulous look of like being lost in ecstasy as the blood is dripping towards her mouth. This is what she wants. And then with minimal costuming elements, they've really focused on the monstrous elements. She's got the horns from her portrait and those amazing clawed wings that are semi-translucent because they've got a nice cast to them that almost gives the look of like a bat wing membrane.
Yeah, the way the light comes through there is absolutely beautiful on this piece.
Yes, and then we've got that wicked snake curling up her thigh, almost indicative of original sin. I kind of love that element. Now, if you want to add either of them to your collection, you can check these out at Spooktacular.com.
Up next, we have classic characters in 6-scale form. Jason Voorhees and Freddy Krueger. Right out of Camp Crystal Lake, the big lumbering guy behind that hockey mask. This is a spectacular figure and very frightening. And then right out of your nightmares, Freddy Krueger in that red and green sweater. Now that's a real fabric sweater, and those are some scary blades on the hands. Now we have two new additions to the horror collection. We have David from the Lost Boys.
Yes, this 6-scale figure is packed with detail, fully tailored fabric costume that really recreates all the layered elements from the film, all those different accents, and even kind of the little badges that he's got.
Yeah,
on
all of the
lapel.
embellishments that he placed onto that long overcoat. That was a style that many of us adapted after seeing the film. I'm loving the takeout containers. There are 3 of them, special hand that you see there, just for holding that accessory.
Yes, those are already prepped and ready to go. He's even got his bottle of wine/blood, perfect for a night in a coastal vampire lair.
Absolutely, they're not clowning around when they made this character.
But they were clowning around a little bit with the Pennywise 6-scale figure. This guy is absolutely frightening.
Many people have a fear of clowns, and it's well-intentional because of this guy here. He scared the heck out of us when we were kids. There are so many details going on in this. You look at all of the fabric elements on that design.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely beautiful.
The extensive neck ruffles, we've got the big pom-poms and that over jacket, we've got the poofy sleeves, we've got the little ruffles at the feet as well. He's just head to toe, highly posable, and very, very detailed with all of those unique colors.
Now in the left hand is gonna be those balloons. The strings that wrap around are already sculpted in there, so it's gonna give it an even more realistic look without you having to do anything. Now we're gonna be back to look at some 6-scale later on, but right now, let's take a look at some art prints.
This is When the Full Moon Starts to Climb by artist Shag and Cyclops Printworks. Now this is an amazing piece. This is a 16-color serigraph that has silkscreen colors pulled over archival black paper. So all those colors really, really pop.
And Shag has that really kind of tight line work that he does, and so it really works with something like this. These are some of my favorite characters, though.
Yes, I love that we're getting to see more of the town. I love the gill person in this kind of cauldron bubble bath situation we've got going on.
A town sauna. What draws me in right now is everyone's very enthusiastic, except for Sally. We see Sally's very concerned expression there.
Yes, but of course Jack Skellington is totally ready to get on with the festivities. Adding to the collectability factor of this, each of these pieces in the limited edition of 175 prints is hand-signed by artist Shag and comes with a certificate of authenticity. And I know how quickly these beloved pieces of his go, so this is a must-have for your collection.
This is a very quick purchase.
Yes, so if you want to add it to your collection, check this out at Spooktacular.com.
And another take on Jack Skellington, The Nightmare Before Christmas by Eric Tan from Cyclops Printwork.
This is so much fun with the two-color screen print element here. It has this almost beautifully hand-sketched quality to it.
Absolutely. It's black and white, but it's also going to be glow in the dark.
Yes, it has an archival varnish gloss over the top and the glow-in-the-dark inks as well. So when you see this, it'll illuminate in full green in the dark. And I love the spiderweb framing of this piece as well.
Absolutely. Now, as you see down in those corners, this is a numbered and hand-signed edition as well.
Yes, each print in the edition is hand-signed by Eric Tan and it is limited to an edition size of only 200 pieces.
I'm very excited about this one.
Yes, so if you're looking to add it to your collection, you can check it out at Spooktacular.com. Hey bub, now we're going to take a closer look at the Wolverine Weapon X premium format figure by Sideshow.
This is an absolutely incredible piece, and we've not really seen Wolverine depicted quite like this.
Yes, this is one of the many stops on his story to becoming a hero, of course a very painful one, as he is in the Weapon X laboratories having adamantium injected onto his skeleton. You can see all of the injection ports. And we are looking at the exclusive edition portrait, which does have that Weapon X helmet on him, and it has an illumination feature in the visor as well.
And we get the illuminated bubbles from being down in there as well.
Yes, so he's got this weightless, suspended look, and you can also see the respirator that he has spit out of his mouth, and it's even got the bubbles coming up from that as well.
It is an incredible piece.
Yes, now I would not want to be the scientist who's out in the tank when he gets out with those fresh adamantium claws, but if you want to bring him home to your X-Mansion, you can check him out on Sideshow's website. And now, the Frankie Reborn statue by Sideshow. This is, of course, inspired by the art of Olivia de Berardinis, who not only had a hand in creating the prototype, but also selecting a mad science artistic partner. She was so inspired by Martin Munir's design of this chair called the Body Snatcher that they combined this into one beautiful mad science statue.
Wow, so they independent and then combined into a masterful creation. And there's so much going on. I love his steampunk look on that and all the metallics, but then the metallics get bright and vibrant all throughout her outfit and even into the hair.
Yes, and I love that she's using the kind of bolts as hairpins as well, and she's got all of these iridescent wrappings that she's slightly undressing here. And I love, again, this nod to another created woman in science fiction. We've got Maria from Metropolis as a tattoo on her leg.
It's a fantastic piece, and it is available for pre-order right now at Spooktacular.com. Back to the world of 6 scale from the 1977 classic Star Wars. 5 new figures from the Scum and Villainy collection.
Yes, this is our Wave 1 collection featuring Garindin, Ponda Baba, Dr. Cornelius Evazan, Labria, and Greedo.
Every one of them is going to come with scene-specific accessories and fully tailored outfits.
Yes, the costuming on these are incredible. So many of these characters we see for a quick flash throughout the cantina scene, and our artists worked to really recreate those scene-specific details and costume elements that allow for full articulation of the figures and posing as well.
You can take a look at Wave 1 at Spooktacular.com.
Accio Art Prints. We have here the Harry Potter letterpress series Slytherin print by Arteon.
Now, this is my favorite, the Slytherin house. And what they have done to create these prints is done in Provence, France, and it is the oldest printing process ever done. Over 30 tons of pressure are used on a magnesium plate to take a piece of aluminum and actually press it down in, which gives it that foil look.
Now this is a beautiful piece. We've got the elegant green and the gold representing Slytherin's house colors. And we've got, of course, nice design that represents the key traits of the house, their mascot, as well as a little look at the Hogwarts castle. Now what you are seeing is its self-supporting portfolio display stand that has a little fold-out back support, and it has the certificate of authenticity embedded into the portfolio. But You can also take the print out for traditional framing if you so choose.
It looks like one of the textbooks from Hogwarts, and I'm excited to be able to get all 4 of the houses.
Yes, all 4 houses will be represented on Sideshow's website, and for now you can pre-order the Slytherin print at Spooktacular.com. Up next, we have the Bride of Frankenstein fine art print by artist Olivia de Barodinas and Sideshow Art Prints.
This is beautiful. Olivia always does spectacular portraits, but this one here seems like it was near and dear to her just how intricate it is.
Yes, we've got this fully detailed, beautiful portrait, a nice return to Universal Monsters, which of course was the license that started Sideshow as well.
The eyes, I am so drawn in with just how bright those are. You talked about silver screen. It's as though it pops from the screen like that.
Yes, from a distance it does feel like a monochromatic image, but up close you're getting some of those beautiful colors in there. There's a mix of purples and greens all throughout the background and kind of highlighting the flesh bits of her skin. And we've got some red in the hair as well, which kind of makes a cool reference to the fact that the original wig that she wore was red and white, and on silver screen it comes out black and white.
It is absolutely beautiful. This is a gift for yourself or a spectacular wedding gift.
Yes, the Bride of Frankenstein. If you want to bring it home for your collection, you can check it out at Spooktacular.com.
Here's Joker by Hot Toys.
We are live on set with Arthur Fleck and with Murray Franklin.
And now, Amy, you talk about on set. Hot Toys has given us a lot of cool display bases before, but this environment is probably the most elaborate I've ever seen.
It is so detailed and it gives you so many options for telling the story of this character, whether you want him standing or sitting. And we have him on this amazing chair set. There's the faux carpet element underneath. And I love the articulation features. You've got all the costume details that'll interact with seated posture and the way that those details impact the story.
It's definitely something that we have to work with to get that pose, but Hot Toys has so much great articulation in this that you can nail poses like that.
And we've got the signature Joker makeup detailing, and I absolutely love how they make it feel like a natural applied makeup look. There's fade to it, there's bleed. It's a very homegrown Arthur Fleck application of the makeup.
And look at that, a light up feature as well.
That's amazing. I love all the detail that they've put into this. And if you want to add it to your collection, you can learn more and see all the photos of this amazing set at Spooktacular.com.
Here is Beetlejuice by Hot Toys.
From Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
We said it 3 times and he appears.
This is such an amazing piece, highly detailed, and of course from the new film. So we've got that updated likeness, but the same great and disgusting Ghost with the Most.
This is a snazzy suit. I'm one who enjoys a pinstripe suit. I think it is slimming, definitely something I want to have. But this in that wide stripe, it was great when we saw it the first time, and I'm loving it seeing it here.
And there's a lot of great detail in the suit as well, not just the grave dirt and dust we've got going on here, but also those black lines aren't solid black. They've got some texturing detail to them in the fabric as well.
Now let's talk about the expression and that incredible portrait. The skin texture on here is amazing.
I mean, he's so charismatic, even though he's so creepy and disgusting. He's just, you gotta love him.
The hair on him is really unique in that all new wool design.
Nice mildewed look to it with that green blonder elements.
Yeah, I'd still go for that color if I could have a full head of hair.
And this piece has Hot Toys' signature rolling eyeballs feature, so you'll have a lot of fun posing and displaying it.
Okay, Amy, you talked about rolling eyes. This figure does come with a very unique second head portrait. Talk about the eyes. Take a look at this one.
Wow, I don't know if those are rolled or just bugging out, but check that out. That's amazing.
Absolutely. This is me in the front row at every rock and roll concert.
With the tongue out as well?
Absolutely.
Well, this piece is so fun and highly articulated, and fans are gonna have a great time posing it along with its number of accessories, including this large one right here. We've got the Beetlejuice tombstone as well, a perfect proximity piece you can set up in your collection, along with that signature Hot Toys character stand and base with the nice theme and coloring.
I'm very excited, and this piece is available for pre-order right now at Spooktacular.com.
Next up, we have 2 iconic horror characters by Hot Toys. First, let's take a closer look at the Aka-Oni Samurai Predator.
Predator was one that I love the design, and I like that we've got an artist representation of this.
Yes, now with different movies and versions of the character we've seen, now the Aka-Oni Samurai takes us back to feudal Japan. Aka-Oni means red demon in Japanese, and we're seeing that reflected through the incredible armor and of course that beautiful mask. Now I do have to say I don't think any samurai were taking down xenomorphs, but here we've got our Yautja with the extended mandible in his hand with that half-severed xenomorph head.
You talk about that head and the dripping acid coming out of there, and then that continues down onto the base where we see the other part of it, but we have it on the blade there as well. That xenomorph did not do well in this battle, but take a look at this one. Hot Toys from the new movie Alien Romulus has given us the xenomorph.
This is an amazing piece to see the evolution of that creature throughout the cinematic adaptations.
Amy, when we talk about the biomechanics of this, it almost has that engine exhaust, like the 4 ports out the back, and we do have that red rust color and then the bluing up there on the shoulder. The paintwork is spectacular.
Yes, and those little hits of silver, and of course, you know, this perfect killing machine has that razor sharp tail done in beautiful detail, all of those different little vertebra in throughout. That is absolutely terrifying.
It is scary.
Now, these are both incredible prototypes by Hot Toys. If you're looking to add them to your collection, go to spooktacular.com for more information.
Thank you for joining us for this Spooktacular booth tour.
For all of the items featured on today's show, plus to keep track of all the giveaways, live streams, and general excitement of the event, go to spooktacular.com. As always, I'm Amy Chase.
I'm Guy Klender, and remember, sleep is for the weak.